Hello, Just Jax here and welcome to my channel. I found this in the shops the other day. I was having a look there's a store in the UK, I don't know if it's anywhere else. It probably is. It's TK Maxx. There is a little sort of arty section, I mean very little, it's like not even a 10-foot aisle, one side. And I saw this. A little basic calligraphy set. I've never tried calligraphy. I've done typography in the past, but I've never done calligraphy. So I thought it was $3.99. I've got a cheap pad of paper here for experimenting purposes. Let's crack it open and have a go. Now, there's no instructions whatsoever. I can't imagine it's that complicated to work out. But given that I've never ever done it before, I'll get it to work, I'm sure of that. But will I be able to actually get anything that looks half decent come out of this? So you've got like 5 nibs, a holder, and some ink. Now, I've played with ink before, loads of times. I have never played with these bits before. Let's just stick the biggest one in first. Because I'm guessing it literally gets stuck in. Yes. Doesn't seem to go all the way. Right, goes in and comes out easy, so that much we know. I know no ink. So I know I'm going to get in a mess. Now I don't know how far you have to put this in. So I'm going to just stick the whole head in there. And I'm of the impression you're meant to try and keep it one way at all times. So let's just start with an A. Okay, well, it's not like black. It's meant to be black. I seem to have a big blob. So perhaps I'm not quite holding it at the right angle. Let me just try and do a load of J's. If I do it upside down, you get a really thin line, but it also feels like it's cutting through the paper. And I don't know if you're meant to have bent up the tip already, but I've definitely bent the tip up already. Let me just try and stick that all the way in there. Well, I'm having mixed results already. So I don't know if I'm doing this right. I don't know how dark this is meant to come out. I know it's not meant to blob. I'm getting some nice fluid lines from my limited understanding, because my other half has done calligraphy. It's one of those things you go very slowly and controlled with. And not heavy-handed with, from what I understand. Let's try putting another nib on. And what I'll do because this is literally just going to be let's have a look. Oh, this one's the one that's like quite arced at the top. Oh, that is very, very, very thin. Making some beautiful thin lines, and they're definitely, I mean, it feels like I might be pressing too hard, so it feels like I'm cutting through the paper. Oh, and that can happen, which I've got to resist doing that, 'cause I don't need to do that. That's super thin. I will do this, however, to flick all the excess ink off. That holds ink for quite a while longer than the big one. I guess I shouldn't do that, because it sounds like it's crunching. There's gonna be a lot of experimenting with this, because I am admittedly quite heavy-handed, and I'm patient, but am I patient enough in this sort of nature? Let's just, I'll get some kitchen roll in a moment and clean these up. As I was saying before I got distracted, so we'll put that there for the thinner lines. This one's going to be super, super thin, I guess. I'm just going to have a dabble today. Just a little play. But I will get is this one even thinner? I keep getting distracted. I will get my phone hooked up, so you can all see me do this. I don't know if I'm going to have much to offer calligraphy wise, but I can try and draw with these. These look like they're going to be fun, and they feel like they're going to be fun to draw with. And that one seems to be even thinner. It is even thinner than the last one. So this is going to be a short, not really edited at all video. We've got one with a thin flat top and one with a thick flat top. So I'm guessing these are the ones that are a bit more sort of like feathery. I'm guessing. Let's find out. Oh yes. So definitely going to take some working out, and I think I'm also in between now and getting the phone set up for our next attempt. Oh dear, that's quite thick. And it runs out of ink quickly. But then I guess it will do if I'm blobbing it all out. Let me try dipping that all the way in. Yeah, it runs out of ink really quickly. I guess this one's one of those, like, do a line, dip, do another line, dip, do another line, dip. In between this head first dive into calligraphy and setting up the camera on my phone for a better attempt and at drawing something, I will have a look online and see if I can find any instructions, which I'm sure I'll be able to, idiot-proof instructions. Oh dear. And see if we can work out if I'm holding these right, what I'm doing wrong. Any information that can help me. Because I seem to be going from roughly being able to do something to not being able to do a sausage. And I'm not quite sure why. But it'd also be good for you all to... Oh, that looks like that's going to be a disaster. This is going to be a disaster. Yes. I think that's what we're going to do. I just really wanted to crack these up. We're just going to stop right there. This is literally a short, sharp, sweet... I don't know what I'm doing, and I've just proven it. What's calligraphy like if you've never ever done it before and you've got no instructions and you just buy a little kit that's got a few nibs, a holder and some ink? Some people might take naturally to this. I think I have with some of the nibs. I definitely haven't with others. Like these big flat ones I seem to have trouble with. The pointy ones I seem to be doing relatively well with. Calligraphy experts out there, I'm going to do my research, but if you have any advice whatsoever, please do pop them in the comments. Because I will read them and I will put them to practice in my next video when I do this with the camera phone setup. So you can all see this much, happening much more clearly. I can give a little quick peek right now to show you the variations in disasters of a first attempt. So first attempt with this nib that so you can see, if I can get it to stay in focus, I've bent the tip up already. Now I don't know if you're meant to do that or not, or if that's just me, because I've bent the tip up on that one. I haven't bent the tip up on this one, and this really tiny one, I haven't bent the tip up on that one, so I don't know if I've already killed this one and that one's not going to work anymore. And that's all these sort of thinner lines going on up here. See, we've got, some not bad lines going on. And then down here with these are the ones I was calling there we go, the flat top ones, because they don't have a pointy bit on the end. That's where I was getting a bit of this, a lot of this, and then the even bigger one, I'm just getting, this might be right, I don't know, I'm just getting lots and lots of ink on the page. Now it looks really nice, that one looks quite nice. Just that one. The rest, not so much. So, that's my first page of mixed attempts of calligraphy for the very first time using a calligraphy set. Now, I'm not going to be a bad workman and blame my tools. I think you can do lots of amazing things with lots of cheap things. So I don't think for 1 second that it's just because I've got this cheap little set here to start playing with. I think it is because I don't know what I'm doing. And I just wanted to give it a go. I really wanted to play with it, so I did. And this is the result. So, thank you so much for stopping by and checking me and my channel out. interesting first start. Fingers crossed this is something that I can get better with, because I like to attempt, and I don't expect to master everything that I try, but I at very least want to get to an acceptable level of everything that I try. Master some things, an acceptable level of other things. So I am going to keep trying this. We are going to come back another day, and any advice that happens to crop up in the comments between now and then, I will act upon, because I love taking, I love getting feedback, and, it's what happened with my resin. I got loads of amazing feedback and tips and tricks and hints, and I'm flourishing in that department now. And I was with the resin like I was with this. I started pretty much blind. And now we have Resin Mondays. So this might become another day. Who knows? Or this might just end up in the tried it for a little bit, found out it weren't for me, and kept it for just playing about with. So, yes, like if you like what you see, comment if you've got something to say, and subscribe if you really like what you see and you want to see more and know when it's coming. Thank you all again so much. Take care and see you in the next one.